Hello, Akku here again. Welcome back to Resonant Rise 3. I'm on the server at the minute with Poppy and Liara and Lance. Lance is one of the mod pack developers, and I'm going to get on first with a little bit of Thaumic Synergistics that I've not covered before, apart from on my separate Thaumic Synergistic video. But I want to do this in survival, so I've just run a cable down to here. Unfortunately, because we haven't got covers for the smooth blackstone, it looks a bit weird. But I've run a cable to there, which is the first part of this. And that can go back in there, so I can that. And I'll just run it from there, just so you know where I've run it from. So I can cover that back up. And what we're going to make is, first up I need a molecular assembler from Applied Logistics, which I don't believe I've got a recipe for. Ooh, I can't spell. It's there anyway. So I want one of them. Am I missing anything for that? I'm missing a formation core by the look of it. Formation core, yeah. So I think I've got recipes for them in. I have, cool. Might as well make 8 of them while I'm doing it. Thank you very much. And that gets me a molecular assembler. Now I want one of each shard. So air, balance, earth, entropy, fire, order, and water. Excellent. And I believe I need my scepter, which will be up here. Oops, not in here. Oh, stuck in a wall. Let me. Oh. Never actually made it up the stairs. Scepter, which is there, and it's full. Excellent. So what I'm doing here is I am going to make myself the arcane assembler from Thaumic Logistics. So one of each shard there, that and the wand, and we need 16. So I might need some more fabrico in there. Everything else is probably okay. That's certainly okay. So yeah, while that's cooking in there, I shall tell you what a couple of things I've done after last episode. So let's just check what we've got in here. Plenty of fabrico. So aurum, permutatio, and precantatio. I know I've got them too because they're on level emitters. Aurum, yep. Permutatio, yep. And precantatio, yeah, that's all good. As I said, metallum and was it vitreous on level emitters. So everything can go into the middle here. I want my molecular assembler on there first to get my pedestals to appear. And what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. And give that a click. And I've done something wrong. What went wrong? Let's have a look. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finely embossed silverwood scepter is what it's asking for, isn't it? Molecular assembler is what it's asking for. One of each shard. Okay, let me see if I've missed anything obvious, and I should be back in just a second, because that is not working. Okay, so I think I know what it might be. If I look at my Thaumic embossed silverwood scepter, you can see that it's got an 81 as the metadata there. Look at the one in there, it's a 128. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just go into cheat mode because I am an op and grab myself one of them. And I'm going to try that one in here and then I'll delete it afterwards if it works. So that one's in there and then there we go. So that was the issue. So I'm not sure why that's 81 and not 128. Could it possibly where it's being charged? I'm not sure. Let's put it in there. That's a wand, okay. Oops. So yeah, I'm not sure what's the issue there is, but as you can see, that's got different metadata. So I shall go back into normal mode, and I shall delete that as soon as this finishes. So I don't think that's an issue with Thaumic Logistics. I think that's just an issue with somehow I've got that metadata to be 128, 81 instead of 128, and I'm not sure what to do with that. So, meh. So I'll put that back in there for now, that one, and I'll get rid of that. And we'll head back down here. So yeah, while that's going, a couple of things from last time. I've automated the aqua, and I've automated the vitreous. So the vitreous I'm just using glass, which, come on, where are you? Where are you? The vitreous I'm just using glass, of course, which is auto generated by my thermal expansion setup. Are you down here? Hello, Mr. Guardian. No, it's not down here either. So I'm not sure where he's spawned. I do like the look of it down here. It's very clean. Very clean. Oops, that's not the one I opened. Is that the one I opened? No. Where did I come down? Go back up the same one so I can shut the door behind me. I've realised I'm really terrible, as soon as I've got flight, I'm really terrible at making... Excellent. I'm really terrible at making ways into places that don't require flight. Lucy's Effa was visiting the other day and could not get out of where the meteor spawns comes in because I've not made it so you can deal with it unless you've got flight. There he is. There he is. Oh, he's a big guy. There we go. Hopefully the fog will clear now. And ooh, free cookies. Thank you, thank you. While we're here, by the way, let's have a quick check how many cakes we've got. Look at that. 17,000 cakes. Awesome. That is working very nice. What I'm thinking of doing, by the way, is I'm going to get all sidetracked here. I'll come back and do this later because I don't want to get all sidetracked with what I've built over there. So I'll carry on doing what I was doing and not sidetrack. I know you all love the sidetracks, but let's get back down here and carry on with this. So there we go. We have got a wonderful arcane assembler. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to go stick it on here, like so. And that is because we have got security station. Because Nividica, the awesome modder who makes this mod, let me know that that's what was causing that. So I'm just, if I just break that, will that break anything? I don't think that'll break anything. So now I've broken that security terminal. This is fixed in the newer versions. We are not on the latest version, I think. That'll go on there now. Cool. And that'll connect. Excellent. So I'm just going to put my security terminal back because I'm not sure if that's going to break anything. I don't think I've actually got anything set through that yet, have I? I've just made it so that it can set wireless up at some point. No. Put that back there. Was this like this last time you saw it? Not sure. I've tied it up a bit. And I don't think I've done anything upstairs with it. No, upstairs is the same. I've just got them chests there, so that's the input from the meteor, and that's the regulators from the fans, which is what I'm going to mention in a minute, fresh water, which is what I was mentioning a minute ago. I've got sidetracked tonight. So, anyway, I'll get back to that in a bit then. So we'll carry on with this. We'll stick... Explosion. One thing at a time then. So we've got our arcane assembly and you can see on the... in there, it's empty. And you can also see on Whaler there. It's exploding. Stop exploding. So what I need to do is I need to get my trusty memory card, which will be in my tool bag. There it is. And we need to... It's probably already shift clicked onto actually. P2P tool, no it's not, okay. We need to shift click that onto the V relay interface. Which, can I actually touch the V relay interface? I don't think I can. So let me try this then. Now I've been told if I go, I can do something to this network tool. There you go. to make facades invisible. Very nice. So thank you for that comment. So now, that needs to be on the hotbar, it said there, didn't it? So with that on my hotbar, I can actually work and get into stuff without having to pull the facades off all the time, which is what I was doing up there. I was knocking the facades off to touch stuff on it. So now I can get at the side of that V-Real interface. So shift click onto that, and now click onto that. That's linked, and you can see there by Whaler, that's going up. So that's now feeding off this energized node. Same as the arcane terminal there is feeding off the energized node. And that is filling up. Awesome. So that's the first part of this. Now what we need is, we need 4 acceleration cards for a start, and we need a thing that goes in here. The thing that goes in here is called knowledge core. Cool. So let's get a knowledge core made. Should be straightforward enough. And that was an arcane workbench recipe. So lapis, vibrant quartz, which I've actually made 4 bits already. So vibrant quartz glass is the applied energistics quartz glass, but you put glowstone dust either side of it and makes it a light source one. So that's just that stuff, yeah. So 4 of them. It was a calculation core, wasn't it? And I forgot what the last bit was. It was a zombie brain. Lovely. No zombie brains up here. Essentially a terminal. Try again. There we go. And that gets me this lovely knowledge core. Now that on its own isn't going to do me much good. I'm also going to need a workbench. So that is like that. So Thaumic first of all. For that, what did I come up here for? I didn't need to come up here for that. I should have a bookcase in there. And unfortunately there's some noise coming from downstairs. So I'm going to have to cut camera in a minute and go and ask why there's noise coming from downstairs. I hope the video's not picking it up. Thaumic, back in a sec. Okay then, the sound from downstairs was not actually affecting the video, so I could have carried on the sound of a shredder. I can't hear it anyway, so if you can hear it, it's going to go on again in a minute, because stuff has to be shredded right now. If you can hear it, I apologise. Now, it looks like the scepter was consumed in that infusion, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bin my scepter, if that's an actual ingredient for this. So I'm going to chuck that one away, that's up there, because this is a survival let's play, and I do things legit. So I'm going to grab this guy, and I'm going to throw him in the bin. Like that. Bam. And then I'll make another one of them if I need one, which I probably won't, because if you remember down here, I've actually got, that was just a spare one, sat in that table for decoration. I have got, of course, my Elementium Kiss Greenwood scepter in there. That's better than it anyway. So yeah, I've made myself a Thaumic. That was what I'd done, wasn't it? So now what I need to do is get the rest of this together. So what was it again? I need iron, illuminated panel, and logic processor. Easy enough. Have I got any panels? I have not, and it looks like I cannot craft them. So panel. That one. There's 3 of them. What? Might as well have kept one, aren't I? Panel, logic processor, the Thaumic, and was it 2 or 4 iron? I'll start with 2. No, so I'm guessing it was 4. Excellent. Knowledge inscriber. And that does not need attaching to anything. This can go for now there. And I shall move that later on. So what we do with this is our knowledge core goes in there. And what I need to do now is I need to put recipes for things in there. So let's start off with a simple one. In fact, let's start off with one that I'm actually going to be using. And I'm going to make myself... I'll make myself from the Eldritch tab I make myself this thing, and that is going to use primal charms. So primal charms, of course, it's 7 shards and 2 gold. So let's get one of each shard. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I missing? Entropy. 7. And 7 gold. I didn't right click out of this terminal properly just yet. So there, gold, if I remember this right, it's white and black on the bottom with green, I think. And then, is it yellow, red, blue along the top? And balance in the middle. Look at that, as if I know that. So, save pattern, you get this thing here, so I can save pattern to the knowledge core. So that now is saved onto this knowledge core. So this is just like the old pattern bench, I guess. I can't exactly remember what the old pattern bench was like, but this is kind of what it's like. So that is now saved onto there. So if we take that out and put it into here, there, you see it's got that primal charm in there. So now if I come to my, is it showing any of them? Let's have a look. Primal, look at that, primal charm. I'll have 2 of them because I'm going to need 2 of them. Start. There we go, we have auto-crafted arcane workbench materials. How cool is that? I love it. So I'm going to put in things into there like the annihilation cores, covalescence. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The the stuff, them guys. The fusion core, that's the workbench recipe, and the coalescence core, that's what I was trying to say, and get it all mixed up. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? I like that. Right, what I'm going to do now then is I'm actually going to cut and get the bits ready for that. So an arcane infusion, void shovel, pretty straightforward, void pickaxe of course, and then I need to make a quick shovel of the earth mover and pickaxe of the core, which are both infusions themselves of course, but that shouldn't take too long. But then yeah, I'm going to make this primal charm guy, this primal crusher, because why not? Back in a minute. Okay then, I've got all the bits ready. I've got my 2 primal charms that we just auto-crafted. I've got my void shovel, my shovel of the earth mover, my void pick, and my pickaxe of the core. And there's my primal charm. Now, I didn't make this before because I wasn't sure if that thing, the advanced chemical furnace, was going to consume it. Another update, by the way, to Thaumic Energistics is that this will accept Essentia in from import buses, the Essentia import buses, rather than the Essentia providers. I'm probably going to stick with the providers there because they kind of fit the build, but I could facade the thing is, so I shall see. I shall see when we get an update. Right, here we go. So this is a high instability, which I'm fairly sure is alright. It doesn't seem like I've got a lot of stability stuff, but there's quite a few candles around. Quite a few skulls. All the skulls underneath I took up because I think someone rightly pointed out that they are there was actually too low to make a difference. So I think I'm pretty stable just with this stuff. I've got them 8 crystal clusters there as well, haven't I? Well, what's that? 3, 6, 12, 24, 36, 48 candles and 24 skulls. No, 28 skulls. If you count them 4, I guess they're in range. So this looks pretty stable, doesn't it? Right, well, while that's cooking, I will eventually get round to mention what I said I was going to mention. So yeah, the aqua, I am doing it off Pam's Harvest Craft water. Now, it's really simple to automate, and each one gives you 1 aqua. So if we come up here, now in the back of here, with this little thing, I've got all this room back here that was, if you remember, the farm area was bigger. So what I've got here is I've got a liquid crafter on top of a aqueous accumulator. Now I showed this exactly this same setup in my excuse me, in my Fidwich Resurrection series yesterday, but I actually did it here first. I just not recorded it here. So what you get is 1 bucket of water crafted in a crafting square. Gets you some of this. Have I got a bucket of water? Probably haven't. It's not a thing I carry anymore on this server. Down we go. Splash. So, just to show you what I'm on about. Fly, please. Okay, Jeff. always like to have his little say. So if you look at there, 1 bucket of water gets you 4 of these fresh waters, and it doesn't consume the bucket. I've got the bucket back, you see. So if we look at the aspect on that, that's 4 aqua. So I have automated the aqua like that. So now, when my quartz, Certus quartz level drops below that threshold we set last time, then that'll start making quartz, which will use the aqua and the vitreous, and this will maintain the aqua and the vitreous at 2048-ish. So they're both automated. Very nice. And it sounds like this is finished, and nothing's blown up. We've got no taint on the roof, and I've got a little graphics issue going on again. There we go. We've got a primal crusher. How cool is that? So this thing is, it says it's highly enchantable, so I've probably put Silk Touch on it, and let's have a look. Let's have a look what it'll take. Now it says it's a decent weapon as well, so let's have a quick look at reading the blurb. Let me tidy up. You back in there, you back in there, and I'll tidy that up there. Well, so the blurb for the Primal Crusher. As an experiment, you will try to infuse the properties of completely different objects into the pail with surprising success. The Primal Crusher is the first practical application of this discovery. Combine a shovel earth mover pickaxe of the core with void metal counterparts, you will create a tool of unrivaled destructive capabilities that has most of the features of its component pieces. The crusher can mine through earth and stone with equal ease and does so in a 3x3 area. Nice. Like the pickaxe of the core, it occasionally mines native clusters. It repairs itself over time, has a high enchantability, and serves as a relatively good weapon in a pinch. Unfortunately, it seems purely destructive in nature and has lost the construction and detection capabilities of its parent tools. So what that means is, I guess we can go look up here now. So if I had a shovel the earth mover, if you right click with a shovel the earth mover, it can create a 3x3 area. It can actually build a 3x3 area of the same material. So if I had some grass blocks in my inventory and shovel the earth mover and I right clicked, then it'd place 9 grass blocks. That's what it means about the constructive stuff. Now let's go break some. So there, 3x3, excellent. Stone, 3x3 as well, excellent. So that is a nice tool. It's going to repair itself. I'm not sure what I'm going to enchant onto it, to be honest. I could put on, I don't know if it's going to take sharpness and stuff, but I'll enchant it off camera and let you know the outcome anyway, just so you know. I'll probably put Silk Touch on it rather than Fortune. But yeah, I don't know if it'll take looting and stuff anyway. Actually use it as a weapon. There we go, that is my mining tool. So what I've done over here, it's a shame it's night time. I don't think I'm going to sleep, so I might as well stick with it being night time. Is what I think I'm going to do is, I don't think these blocks fit the build, living rock. So I'm actually going to change these for stone. I'm going to build a little house here with a garden, like a balcony garden, I think. In the same, I'm going to try and get a similar style going with all the buildings around here, with these wooden corners and these bricks. So that's going to fit in there with the windmill. So that'll have like a bit of an overhanging garden. So all the stuff should remain the same inside it. I'm actually move the bits inside and just have a balcony garden. And while I'm up around here, something I didn't show you last time. If I grab them 3, might as well just grab all 3 of them. One thing I didn't show you with a windmill is how you actually get power out. Now, I put this flywheel thing in, didn't I? Because I like the way it looks. Well, what you actually want to do to get power out is you put power on the back of there. So if I put a capacitor bank, I might have shown this actually, I don't remember. But if I put them 3 capacitor banks on there, and then just change what's going on in the front of this. See, that's bringing in 319 hour a tick, which is the maximum this flywheel is going to put into it. But if you remember, that is only creating, I think I'm up to a 15 radius, which means it'll be creating 150 hour a tick. The maximum size of this is a 17 radius, by the way, so I could go 2 blocks more. I think I've only got room for 1 block before the roof. So that 1 block below that, so I'd have to get rid of that lip, I think, if I wanted to go to a full 17, or bring it out 1. That's an option, of course. But yeah, that's creating. So that's creating 150. This flywheel can put out 320. So that'll keep putting out 320 until it spins down. That's been running since the other day, so it's probably, I don't know how much this actually stores, but that's a way of getting power. Not bad, eh? I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. So I've got a nice little power source up there. When that gets full, then that'll spin up again, I guess. Yeah, I like this a really lot, really do. So as you can see, I built a wall. I kind of try to keep it plain and a bit of design on it. So I built this little area here, like a little castle area, which of course is going to get a moat. It's going to get a drawbridge, so I built a moat. How does that look? I think I'm going to put like a stone edge on this side as well. I'm not sure. It's stone below the dirt line there, but not at the level of it. That's just smooth stone. And I've got like a little waterfall going down to the edge there. So this is going to go all the way around, of course. So it's pretty straightforward. That's just a plain wall. And I'll just put some extra bits on the outside to give it a bit of 3D depth. It's kind of nice for me, isn't it? It's alright. And then what I've done is like a little mini towers here. And that's like a little mini tower of the same size there. And the top part of this is all going to be wood. So I wanted the bottom half of it stone, and then the top half is going to be little wooden palisades. I think that's the word I'm looking for. And that's going to go all the way around. All the way around. And it's going to come... It's going to have another set of them gates there. And then it's going to have a look like a postern gate type of thing here. With a path going... A windy path going through here to where my witch's house is going to be probably here. So, just kind of nestled in the trees with the altar in the garden behind here somewhere. Yeah. So that's kind of stuff I'm going to be doing off camera, just to get that built up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to build a wooden bit of that and see how it looks. I want to get this one totally finished before I start that one, so I can just copy paste it using the BC builder. Before we do that, let's quickly make a drawbridge and see how that fits in. So, come to my little table over here. In fact, let's look at a drawbridge. Yep, there's only one. But for that we need, look at that, it's easy, innit? Redstone and planks. Love it. So, redstone and planks. Bang them in there. Get out there, you. So, now this is a little bit trickier because you've got to make sure you place it the right way. So, let me out. So you can actually click on the gate for that. I'm sure you can. I can do it with pressure plates as well. I'll see about that. But right. So what I actually want to do here is, I think I want to start it there. I want to start it there. I can move this cobble there. Let me see if there's where I want us to start, and there's where I want it to finish. So let's have a go at this. I can always pull it down again if need be. So Z, and there's the dot. Z, right click, and I believe I faced it the wrong way. Is that faced the wrong way? That has faced the wrong way. Okay, so I've done that wrong. That's facing completely backwards. So shift right click up there, repack that, and try again from out here. So, where's it gone? In the water. I think I did need that block there. Try that again, facing this way. So, Z, Z, right click. It still faced it that way. Heh. And that's not going to place there anyway, is it? That's all wrong and bad. That's maybe why it's doing it. Let me play around with this, I'll get it right, and I'll come back and do it on cam. Okay then, I'm just out here, waiting for the rain to stop, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Just want to start recording, the rain started. At least it's nice and quiet over here, and it's quite a nice view. Is it not? I do like them twin volcanoes. I like the way they've well-genned very nicely. So what I've done, I've been doing a bit of building. Unfortunately, it's been a bit noisy in my house, so I've been messing around for a couple of hours building stuff. So here we go. This is what I've been playing with, and I've got a little tower there. Must be the sound of the water in the floor that you can hear. Then it's when you come away from the ground, you don't hear stuff. So little observation deck, I guess. What I'm thinking of doing here is making one of the smokers from Twilight Forest, but it might be a bit of an issue getting that. The smoking block from one of the hydro places. There's a little thing there, and I've built this little sheltered bit here. I'm going to get down to the gatehouse in a minute. So, little sheltered area for looking out and stuff, and then you can have it come into the gatehouse. So I'll show you from the outside in just a second. And a little starting bit of decoration there with Autocraft sword on a table, and then there's going to be a ladder down to there, or stairs down into this bottom bit. So this is just the inside of the wall, and my lights are all carpenter's blocks with glowstone in, because I think it gives a nice subtle lighting effect. These have got glowstone in, I think every other one of them, I think, so it's possibly that one has got a glowstone in it to light this up a bit. And yeah, that's the kind of look I'm going for. What do you reckon? So it's kind of like a Skyrim-y kind of look. I think it's Whiterun on Skyrim. There's got stone walls with like wooden buildings along the top of the walls. That's the kind of thing I'm going for, with like buildings built into the walls. So I'm going to be carrying this on all the way around here, and I am going to actually build some buildings into the walls. And like I said before, I think I'm going to have like a burnt down building here. We'll try and make a burnt down building. I may move the cake factory. Now I know how to do it all, I can set it up pretty quick, so I may move that. And I said earlier in the episode, I'm going to get rid of all this living rock and make something that fits in with the rest of this. But there's my gatehouse. What do you reckon? All I've done, it's all the same stone. It's all this aligned cobblestone brick, apart from I've put a couple of columns of this detailed cobblestone brick just to break it up a little bit. I've tried getting a bit of depth in there, which gives you a bit of shadow, which gives you makes it a bit more realistic, I think, having a little bit of shadow in there, which is why you want to don't build flat walls. Always like try and step stuff in a little bit. So if you want to get a bit of shadow, I think. And then here, of course, is what I left you with, is the drawbridge. Cool. So I'm gonna pull this down again, put it back up. So I had to actually do it from the outside. Where's it gone? There it is. I'm going to put a couple of iron grates in there, so it looks like there's like a sewer underneath it. I might even put a way in there so someone could sap into the town. This is not going to be a castle, it's going to be a walled town. There's certainly a difference between a castle and a walled town, I think, isn't there? So Z, I did it from the outside. Z, right click, and there we go. That's placed the right way. So if you click on the bottom bar, it brings it down. You can come in, and again if you click on the bottom bar, it'll bring it up. We can shut our gate, and we are secure, or we will be when we've got that all the way around. So yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, I've not got much time left. I've got to go out in a bit, so I'm going to wrap up the episode there. As always, I thank you very much for watching. Any comments are always appreciated, always welcome. Any likes are always appreciated, and thank you to everyone who's joined me lately. I've had quite a few new subs lately, and I don't say thank you often enough, so thank you very much anyone who's joined, and hopefully I'll keep doing content that you want to stick around and keep watching. So I'm going to leave it there. I do like the way, see what I mean about the lighting. There's no torches everywhere. I've just got these carpenter blocks here. I've got a glowstone in them as well. So the light from that building is coming from above the windows, so it looks like it's coming out the windows possibly. But we've got a nice bit of darkness on there at a wall. Cool. I'll leave it there. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers. Bye.